the title of this video, whatever. It's whatever. That's how I go by now. I'm trying. It's like my fourth time trying to get this video going. Anyway, it's whatever. This is supposed to be a meditation on the appendix video. That's right, the appendix video. And I mentioned about how King Hiram's descendants would most likely live out amongst the 10 tribes of Israel, okay, to a faraway land. It took a year and a half to get to. Okay, so it takes a year and a half to get to Arzareth, according to Second Ezra. I read that in that video, the appendix video to the greatest addendum. And I was talking with my Akoti in Mashiach, and I realized something right after I got off the phone with her, and this was just yesterday evening. What I really didn't realize, I was saying something. There was something I was saying powerfully in that video, on the appendix video, that I didn't even realize I was really saying, but obviously I was implying it by saying it. And so this is what I realized. This is what I realized I was actually saying. And I wrote it down to remember. I was pretty much saying in so many words, if you watch that video, the appendix video, that the descendants of King Hiram's, okay, King Hiram's of Zor, okay, who's of the tribe of Naphtali, that his lineage is most likely among the Native American tribes of the Americas. And so that in today's world, if you go forward thousands, 2,000 plus years, that the chosen daughter, okay, the one that I refer to in Psalm 45 as the bride of Mashiach, the chosen daughter of King Hiram's would most likely be a Native American woman. Just chew on that, because I didn't realize by me, like, I gave a little history and all this stuff, that in so many words, that's what I was saying. And I'm like, wow, that is pretty powerful. Okay. Yeah, that the chosen daughter of King Hiram's in the lineage, you go 2,000 plus years, and was able to trace people, that this woman was most likely, the woman to be the bride of Mashiach is most likely a Native American woman. So yeah, that blew me away. I didn't realize that until after I got off the phone with her, and I was like, what? Oh my goodness. Okay, the rabbit hole just gets deeper, y'all. It gets deeper. Okay, now I want to point out Psalm 45, verse 14, where it says, she shall be brought unto the king in raiment of needlework. The virgins, her companions that follow her, shall be brought unto you. Okay, the virgins, her companions. That just stuck out to me. Okay, as I was look back at my video, because sometimes if I'll look back at a video to make sure I didn't like make an error or I need to correct something. I do that just to see if there's something that I left out or something I need to fill in or correct. And I noticed that it just hit me, the virgins, her companions. And it brought me back to Matthew chapter 25, verse 1. And kudos to Andrea, Faithful Berean. That is her channel. She was the one who brought this to my attention back in around February, when I was trying to get some scriptures about the groom and the bride. And in the Aramaic Bible, in plain English, okay, in the Peshitta, okay, even in the old Hebrew Gospels of Matthew, in Hebrew, from the Hebrew, it reads, verse 1, then the kingdom of heaven will be compared to 10 virgins. The same took their lamps and went to meet the groom and the bride. I'll read it again. You go to BibleHub.com, look up Matthew chapter 25, verse 1. You'll see it. The Aramaic Bible, the Peshitta, reads like this. And even if you go to HebrewGospels.com, it reads the same way. Then the kingdom of heaven will be compared to 10 virgins. The same took their lamps and went to meet the groom and the bride. So when we see in Psalm 45, where verse 14, It talks about the virgins, her companions that follow her, shall be brought unto you. Okay, shall be brought unto the groom and the bride. You see it here in this parable in Matthew chapter 25, verse 1. Okay, the original, I believe from what I believe the original KJV reads the same way as well, but they took out the bride. Okay, it's actually the original Hebrew Gospels, Matthew chapter 25, says the groom and the bride, not just the groom. Or you see a lot of texts that say bridegroom. Okay, it's actually supposed to be the groom and the bride. All right. Um, and it just brought me back to Psalm 45, verse 14, where it says, the virgins, her companions that follow her shall be brought unto you. So this is referring to those 5 wise virgins who are brought unto the groom and the bride at the time of the wedding. Okay? So that's just some things I wanted to point out there. Go ahead and be a good Berean yourself and look it up, but it's there. It's there. It's pretty cool. So anyway, with that, just wanted to, this is my meditations on the Israel diaspora, and Psalm 45 verse 14. Okay, pertaining to Matthew chapter 25 verse 1 in the original Hebrew Gospels, and you can find in the Peshitta, as I mentioned, the Aramaic Bible in plain English, Matthew chapter 25 verse 1. Okay, so with that, I say shalom and shalom.